And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Alison welcomes her guests. She's a broadcaster who can't wait for Disney to finally launch its slate of films in the Little Orphan Annie cinematic universe. It's Allie Mac Kay. And he's a comedian, writer, and lifetime subscriber to Pencil Enthusiast Monthly. It's Greg Fitzsimmons. Chef Jeff is here to let you know that he will adopt your baby as long as your baby is a cat, and also he won't adopt your baby. I'm her husband Daniel, saying hop on board the love bus and say hello to your new best friend, Alison Rosen.
Alison Rosen, Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her the good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little honey sesame cashews. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate, inspired by one of my guests, was sent in on Patreon by Amy Middleton. And yes, I am on Patreon. All sorts of fun stuff. You can get bonus episodes of my Patreon podcast, The Friend Zone. Just did a very juicy episode with Stephanie Wilder-Taylor. I have one coming up with Greg Fitzsimmons. I just put up a call for questions and hashtag AMA, which stands for, and I feel like you probably know this, Ask Me Anything, where people can ask me anything. No question off limits. And I will do a solo episode with myself if my publicist passes on the request to me. There's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. You can see videos of the Thursday show. This one that we're recording right now, you can see it. One of my guests put rollers in her hair this morning, but claims that her hair is already flat. Is it true? I don't know. Only the Patreon people find out. Subscribe for a year, get 2 months free. What a steal. Or you can just do month by month. It's really up to you. Okay. I am so excited. Oh, and also you can submit carbohydrates. I always forget that part, even though it's like, I kind of need to connect the dots on that one. Anyway, I'm so excited for this episode and the guests. Allie Mac Kay, welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, your studio audience is so kind. Thank you.
All the way from Maine.
All the way in Maine. Yeah.
I mean, your hair has a lot of volume to me.
You're really nice. Humidity has set in. It's a lot of hair, and it's a lot of hair to just go flat. Greg loves this conversation. He can't get enough.
Yeah. What I try to do is I do the mousse for the sides, and then I work a gel on the top.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Also joining us, my childish co-host, my friend, someone who's never joined the Thursday episode of Alison Rosen is Your Best Friend, but has been on the Monday one-on-one version of my show myriad times. Greg Fitzsimmons, hello.
Thank you. Thank you, Alison. It's good to be part of the other parts of your world. At some point, we're going to actually have our families get together, too. Wouldn't that be nice?
I mean, yes. But what if it doesn't work?
It'll totally work because my daughter is obsessed with little kids and she will fall in love with your children. And I think Daniel and Aaron have both talked about, curiosity about swapping type stuff.
I think so. Wow. Did you know, and I discovered this on, I don't know if I discovered it, but it's come up on my other podcast, Upworthy Weekly, that a pineapple is like a symbol of swinging.
Really?
If you put a pineapple on your lawn, that indicates to other people that you're interested in swapping.
And you're tacky as hell. What do you mean a pineapple on your lawn? Like an actual pineapple? Or?
No. Okay, let me bring in the other people so that they can weigh in on whether they would like to swap partners and put a pineapple out. My husband, Daniel, hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
I think a flamingo means you just like to watch.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's
true?
all the 80s symbols. And then Jeff Fox, hello.
Hey, Alison, it's good to be here, but not really be here because I'm on the other side of town on Zoom.
And now I'm confused and I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Well, it's like an internet thing.
Was that something that I said a long time ago or recently? Because I feel like that's like always with me.
That was last week.
It's timeless.
Now you're really confused.
I swear, the pineapple thing. And my old dentist in Orange County, and I have a new dentist in Orange County. I refuse to go anywhere dental that doesn't take an hour and a half. It's just something I'm committed to. And I hope my old one isn't listening. I don't think he is because I don't want to hurt his feelings. But anyway, his website was like festooned with pineapples. And I was just like, this guy loves a tropical theme. But now I don't know what to think. Yeah, a pineapple is a symbol of swinging. I think
Peter North, the famous porn star Peter North, his trademark was the bukkake shot. He was the master. Is this a clean show?
No.
Okay.
I mean, not anymore.
He's famous for the bukkake shot, and the female stars he worked with have always commented how delicious his bukkake shots are. And he says pineapple. The night before a scene, he eats pineapple.
That is kind.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I remember hearing, like, way before I was sexually active, but when I think I was very invested in appearing sexually active, I remember hearing that pineapple was supposed to sweeten the situation. Does anyone know if that's true?
I've heard it's true.
Okay.
From everyone I've been with.
I think this is hype.
I eat a
this
lot
is
of
hype from the
pineapple.
Pineapple Council.
Right.
Ooh,
Wait.
Allison's in the pocket of big pineapple.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
I'm on the dole from...
Wow.
Wait, no, that doesn't work.
You've been
hold on,
Dole
hold on.
whipped.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good. What, Daniel?
So wait, so specifically it's about putting a pineapple, some sort of pineapple symbol outside of your house?
I don't know if
Is
it
that
has
what
to
you
be
said?
outside. I don't know where it
Like,
has
are
to
there just people who walk around neighborhoods looking for pineapples and then they're like, oh, there, and then just knock and then there
And
you
do
go?
it?
I mean, is
I
it
don't-
like trick or treat for swingers?
I don't really know how it works, but I know that if you go onto like the swinger talk section of TikTok, you will see pineapple emojis. I know that, Jeff, I'm sorry for your search history, but could you look up pineapple swingers?
Oh boy.
I have
'Cause
a
I-
pineapple lamp in my laundry room.
Uh-oh.
Do you find that you get married people who randy married people coming to your house all the time?
They want to throw a
No.
load into your washer.
What? Yeah. Now I'm going to bring everyone through my laundry room instead of the front door.
Yep.
And then I'll just kind of go, what's
I mean,
going
I
on?
think not everyone's aware of it, but those who
Yeah.
hang
Well,
on,
those
my
are the
brain's
best
not
kind
doing
of symbols. Are the ones that signal to the group, the in group.
Right.
The out group doesn't know what it
IYK.
is.
If you know, you know.
So
I
That
think
one
there was a
didn't
thing
roll
that
off my tongue.
if a homosexual gentleman put a bandana in his right pocket, it signaled that he was
Bruce
DTF.
Springsteen.
He was Bruce
Oh.
Springsteen, and he wanted to prove it all night. And
Really?
yeah, that was a sign. The bandana in the back right pocket.
I think the colors had different symbolic value too. Like,
Right. Like at one point, a pierced ear but I mean, this is going back like 20, 25 years when I was barely alive. That's a joke. I think one pierced ear meant something as well.
Yeah, right was gay and left was curious.
Is that true?
I think so. I think, in my day, and we're talking about the 80s here, getting an earring was, even in your left ear, was definitely a sign that you were not like the other guys. A little bit. Just a little bit.
It was a sign that you like the flock of seagulls, if you follow my meaning.
Right.
So according to the internet,
Okay.
it's upside down pineapple seems to be the primary sign, but then there's also chatter that just a pineapple is also a sign. But wasn't there a thing with Room Raider where if you got a perfect Room Raider score, they sent you a pineapple, like a brass pineapple, and you could put it on display in your...
I
I
didn't.
don't know what that is.
I don't. Oh, Room Raider.
What's
that's
happening?
So Room Raider. This popped up during the pandemic.
The
yes,
Zoom stuff.
they
if
rate
you had a good
on
layout.
social media. Yeah, your background.
Oh, Raider.
Yes.
RATI. Okay.
No, room raider is what happens if you have an upside down pineapple. Well, on Upwards Weekly, we have been disseminating misinfo about swinging men, and I feel bad.
Wow.
I didn't know it was an upside down pineapple. Who knew?
A lot of disappointed folks out there.
Yeah.
Has anyone on this show ever swung?
No.
No.
What
You
about
have to have a partner, I think, to swing. Womp womp, Allie.
Allie. Is that the name of your sitcom? Womp Womp Allie?
Womp womp,
Well-
Allie.
Allie, you could be a unicorn though.
Yep.
A
What does that
unicorn
mean?
is a single gal who likes to hook up with swingers.
I
Oh.
was asked about that when I first moved to Maine. And I had to ask the bartender when this couple left the bar what they were talking about. And he's like, whoa, you're dumb. That is so funny. I hadn't thought about it until now. Yeah, they asked
Yeah.
if I had ever been interested in being a unicorn. And I'm like, who hasn't? Oh my God, they're magical. And then I'm like, you know that's like the symbol in Scotland, right? And they're like, what? This chick? I don't know. Not worth it. This gal. So yeah, it didn't work out. But now I know.
Where do
Either that or they're
you live
Furbies.
in Maine?
For all the dudes, apparently. Oh, Greg.
No, I said where
Oh.
do you live in Maine?
What do you mean?
like where in Maine? What city? I think is what it means.
I live Portland-ish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going there. We're going to go there in September.
When? Who?
Not
Why?
Portland. I think we're going to go way up the coast. Way
Like
up the
mid-coast or Bar Harbor?
I think Bar Harbor.
Bar Harbor. Well, you'll have to pass my house. Stop on in.
Greg's
Check
doing
out my
the
laundry
deliver-
room.
We'll
Greg's
look
doing
for a
the
pineapple.
Deliverance tour.
Yeah.
The what tour?
He's doing the Deliverance tour. He's going upriver. Wow. Has anybody seen that movie,
feel like-
Deliverance?
The
someone is-
that one?
Thought that was
That
down
took place
south.
in Maine. No,
Did
that
it
was in
really?
Maine, wasn't it?
No.
No, that was in
Pretty
the
sure.
No,
south
that was
somewhere.
in the deep south.
Mm,
Oh my God, if that took place in Maine, I gotta look it up.
I could be
All
wrong.
right. We will wait.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You can look it up, Allie. Jeff,
forgot
can you
we
play
were
some?
doing a show here.
Can you play some hold music or something?
Yes.
This is great. I'm glad I brought up something that would just completely stall the...
So let's talk about your background, Daniel.
Yeah.
And Jeff. I mean, is that an
I was wrong.
option
It's
on
Georgia. Why did I think it was
Georgia.
Maine?
Yeah,
oh
Georgia.
boy, Daniel. Oh boy.
Yeah. Rabun County? Rabun?
Hey,
Listen.
Jeff, cut all this
Rapin
out.
County.
This is important. Rapin County.
All right, you guys ready to start the show?
Yeah, here we go. Start over.
Here we go.
All right.
Everybody rolling?
Listen, I have an important update from last week. Now, this is not typically a show on which we do news. I've got my separate show for news, but I am going to need... Okay. Thank you. Let me just set this up now. Last week, I offered a Hey Go Fuck Yourself, which is a segment we're going to get to later, to a listener whom I love. I love this listener, but he talked about mayonnaise on hamburgers, and I believe that inspired my husband, whom I also love, to order my son's hamburgers with extra mayonnaise. We were sitting there having dinner like a family, which is a new
Like
thing
a
we're
douche.
doing. And I looked at their burgers and I thought, are there poached eggs on these burgers? What is that big white puck in there? Because I would like to have a bite. And then it was like globby, and I'm like, oh my God, that's mayonnaise. And I wanted to throw up. So it was very upsetting to me. I didn't understand why this had happened. And Daniel had ordered
This is
extra
not normal.
mayonnaise on their hamburgers. I don't understand why. It was so much. So anyway, we talked about it last week. I feel I was in the right. So anyway, here's the news story, which Daniel found. In Atlanta, a guy at
Is
Subway.
that in Maine?
It's in Atlanta. It was Atlanta, Maine, actually.
that's right.
The other Atlanta.
Yeah.
A guy at Subway shot an employee dead because she put too much mayonnaise on his sandwich.
You're inspiring violence now, Alison.
Wow.
Yeah, you're radicalizing people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gross.
then, wait a minute. Now I'm questioning whether
Was the Wendy's employee Peter North?
That's not mayo.
Wait. Now I'm wondering. Now I'm questioning whether she died though, because I know that she fired back and missed him though.
Because she had mayo on her hands. The gun was slippery.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
right.
Did she fire back and then perish? I don't know. I know that there was a lot of guns in this scenario because my first thought was not about the mayo. It was about the guns. But then I thought about the mayo. I mean, this is how upset people are about the mayonnaise. Daniel, what do you have to say for yourself?
Once again, you've completely mischaracterized the situation.
Okay.
As always. I just want to say, anytime Alison tells a story, I'm not on the show, and I look bad, she's got it wrong. So
Defend
just kinda
yourself.
Keep that in mind. Well, first of all, I hadn't heard your show. I wasn't on that episode where we were talking about mayonnaise. I didn't do it because you talked about it, for God's sake.
I didn't say
Second
you
of
did
all,
it because I talked about
I'm
it.
new to McDonald's. Okay, I'm like I didn't eat McDonald's for like 20 years. I never liked their hamburgers, so I'm ordering hamburgers on the app, and it says it's not extra mayonnaise. It's just, do you want mayonnaise? And so I'm just putting stuff on the burgers for the boys that I think would be good. Because guess what? It's good to put mayonnaise on burgers. Not a lot, but a little bit. And all you people who are pursing your fucking lips right now, that shit's in the special sauce. Okay, so get over yourselves. What happened was, though, they put like all the mayonnaise on the burger. So they didn't just spread a little on the bun. They fucking dumped it on there, which is way too much mayonnaise. But you know what? I feel like I'm going to be responsible and not inspire violence by spreading misinformation about mayonnaise, like my wife, who maybe should be canceled. I'm not sure.
Are we supposed
to
to
you.
not be putting mayo on burgers? When did this happen?
According to the tyrant that I live with, who is probably sending a letter to Alito right now about it.
Oh.
You know, probably.
Yeah.
I would. It's a better focus for their energy.
Mayonnaise on a burger. Come on. Is this so unusual? This is a good.
I
this
put
is
mayo on a burger. I put mayo, a little bit of mustard, and sometimes
Thank
some
you.
ketchup. I do all three because I'm crazy.
good.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I just, the amount, and it's little kids, and we don't need to spend all show on this. However, Daniel, I'm new to McDonald's. You're acting like you had, like, oh, what is this? What's that?
I'm new to I'm
Arch.
new to burgers at McDonald's.
Well, I don't think
was-
women should be able to decide if they get mayonnaise on the burger.
Yeah.
This is a good point. I mean, case in point right here.
They have to have the mayo on the burger, and they
Daniel-
have to eat the entire thing.
Haven't
Thank
you
you.
ordered?
Thank
And by the way, I was trying to not mention where they were from to pretend as if we're not giving them
I'm getting
the
fucking Happy
least
Meals. I don't care
nutritious.
if people judge me.
Haven't you ordered a Happy Meal for them 400 times?
Their desire for a burger over nuggets is new.
Okay,
They were
I
nugget
will-
kids.
okay.
And
I will
now
allow-
they've
I will
decided they're
allow-
burger kids.
I will allow that. I think it is time for a fun fact. Allie,
Yeah.
could we hear a fun fact about you?
I once fed a grizzly bear a marshmallow from my mouth.
What?
I don't believe that.
What?
Do they have to be true?
I mean,
That's a fun fact.
It is
point.
more fun if it's a lie.
No, it's totally true.
What?
It's totally true. Yeah, it's when I was on KTLA and I was the feature reporter and I did real dumb things. And that was at a place where they taught wild animals to do tricks for movies. And right before we were going live with the segment, the guy was trying to give me directions and he's like, put the marshmallow to your mouth and then immediately move your hand away. If you don't immediately move your hand away, it's going to think that you're trying to get the food back. It's going to swat you. You will die. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And then in my earpiece, they're like, we're coming to you early. We're coming to you early. And I'm like, what? What? And I luckily did it. And my mother was watching at the time and my phone rang shortly thereafter. And I picked up the phone and my sweet, sweet mother said, you effing a-hole and just started reading me the riot act. A woman that never cussed a day in her life. She's like, "You idiot, what are you doing?" Apparently, parents don't like you to feed grizzly bears from your mouth live on TV. But it was cool.
Was it scary? Were you scared?
I wasn't. I think it was just pure adrenaline. Hard to say. But I also really love bears and I want to die hugging one. So it was kind of like one step closer.
You want to die hugging one like you want to be killed by a bear, or you just want your time to go while you're in the midst of hugging one?
I feel like ultimately I want to hug a bear.
Mm-hmm.
And if I die doing it, I got the hug in. Right?
Now, just to clarify, are we talking about the animal or a hairy, overweight man in West Hollywood?
I love a bear. They're actually my favorite of the gay men. But I'm talking about an actual bear in the woods.
All right.
Yes. Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying.
Because they will eat marshmallows out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a bar where that's the attraction at the bar.
Stupid.
Flaming.
That was a fun fact, Greg
Thank you.
Fitzsimmons. Do we have a Fitzy fun fact?
I recently took my ancestry DNA test, and it came back that I am 99% Irish.
That's a fun fact.
Ooh, now can we guess what that 1% is?
Good luck.
What's like the closest to Irish that's not Irish?
Scottish.
Either Wales or Scottish.
No, it's
Yeah.
nothing in the United Kingdom.
Oh.
Ooh.
German.
Nope.
Finnish.
Daniel, yeah.
No, let's keep playing.
All right.
Eritrean.
Nope.
African.
No.
Southeast Asian.
Asian. I don't know what part, but Asian. And then
Now,
I asked somebody about this, and they explained to me it's Genghis Khan. The Mongols raped everybody. They went around the world. You know, they controlled like 2/3 of the planet at one point. The Mongols. They were everywhere. They were in Africa, Asia, Europe, and they left a lot of DNA.
Now that's a fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
Now, when you got that back, though, were you a little bit like, look at me, I'm so exotic with my 1% something else?
No, I felt more like I felt racist that I was 99% of one thing, that nobody in my family had ever ventured outside of our tiny little gene pool.
Okay. Because mine was 98% Jewish, 2% something else. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so diverse. It's just insane that it's 2% something else. And I'm like, there's a tiny bit of something else in me. But then I checked back and it's like, I'm no longer 2% something else.
Oh.
That 2% filled in.
Oh.
Because if it can change because more people do it. Like you might lose your 1% Asian. I'm sorry. I hope not for you though.
Yeah, I know, because I feel like my math, I always wondered why my math skills were as strong as they were.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Greg.
You wait, but so then, because I was going to say, you realize what 1% is, but if your math skills are as sharp as you think they are, then you do. You can visualize the pie.
Yeah.
But when you finally visit Mongolia, you'll be like, oh my God, all these people could be my relatives.
Yeah. All these people's relatives could have raped my relatives
Oh, that's true.
long ago.
So, Greg, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fun. It was an adventure. I did
what'd
some
you do?
stand-up comedy. Went to the beach twice. And then I
What
went
the
to
Irish are known for.
and then I spent 4 hours at a gun range with Joe Rogan on Sunday.
What?
Shooting Glocks, 9mm, and then eventually the guy. First of all, it's way the fuck out in Simi Valley, and it's like some guy who's got an illegal shooting range on a ranch, and we show up, and the guy has his assistants at the shooting range are these 2 Ukrainian girls who are impossibly beautiful and dressed in tight black clothing, and they are expert marks people. and they do like, it's like there's barrels that you move between, and then you shoot targets that are shaped like people and things, and they are like, it looks like a training video when they do it, and then they gave me all these guns, but then the guy had designed this shotgun, 12 gauge shotgun, but it was on the body of an AK-47. First of all, keep in mind, I'd only shot a gun before once. I was not used to this, and I was blowing fucking targets away. It was unbelievable. I felt very manly.
Wait, you were good?
I was real good.
What was this for?
I don't know. Joe just, I was at a party on Friday night, and Joe goes, or Saturday night, and he goes, "Hey, you want to go shoot some guns tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And the worst part was I show up, and it was like all the men there were the manliest men, and the parking lot was all like trucks with, when they have 4 wheels in the back instead of 2, a lot of that. All the windows are tinted, and there's symbols that you're a little worried about in the back window. And I pull up in my Prius, and I immediately
Were you target practice?
It was the most dangerous game.
Like, oh, there he is. Okay,
Yeah.
get him out there.
Right.
Start running.
Right. And there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of Biden bashing. There was a lot of
What?
talk
Oh,
about the vaccinations being a plot. There was a lot of that type of stuff.
I'm
Oh,
shocked.
was the pandemic?
Yeah.
I'm shocked that a bunch of Hillary supporters would feel that way.
Yeah. But it was a great
Okay.
day. I really had fun. I mean, I don't think I would buy a gun, but I would go to a shooting range again.
Shooting's fun.
I have not done it. And I think there was a time.
What have you shot, Daniel?
My stepdad had a 9mm. We'd go out into the desert and just set up bottles in the wash and just shoot at them.
Nice.
Yeah. We used to shoot 22s too, just rifles. Yeah.
And where did he keep the guns? Did he have them locked up?
Well, when in the home I grew up in, he just kept them. I think he just kept them in the nightstand. But then, when they ended up building a house out in the desert, he got more guns and he would stash them out in the desert. So if he ever needed to, some sort of invasion, he knew where to go in the desert to get his stash of weapons.
Yeah.
It was real prepper shit. So yeah,
there was a lot of talk about like, but what if don't you want to protect your home? And I'm just like, I got a fence and locks. Like I'm really not that scared of somebody invading my house. It just doesn't happen very often.
There is a study that just came out, and anyone out there who wants to like tweet me about this shit, before you tweet it, hit the delete button, because I don't give a shit. But there was a study that came out that studied people who own guns versus people who don't own guns, and then the rate of homicides and things like that. And it's like, if the chances of you dying, even in a home invasion, if you own a gun, are like many multiples over 1. Like, your chances of dying if you own a gun, period, are much higher than if you don't own a gun. So a lot of this stuff is like, what are you going to do, Rambo? The guy comes in and you're going to like go get your gun and save the family. The person coming in doesn't have a gun, right? Like, come on.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna roll out of bed, pick it up, and you got a piss boner, so now you got to bend over forward because you're embarrassed, and then I don't see a scenario where the guy who's coming in is less prepared than you are.
Yeah, guys that typically do that don't come in on an even or a scenario where they're on the downside of it.
Yeah,
trust me.
They come in with a bunch of guys where they're not going to lose. And by the way, a lot of people want to break into a house to steal your guns because guns are really valuable.
That is
if they're somebody else's.
Yeah, if anyone finds out you have a gun, then you're a target.
Yeah.
I've thought this through. Trust me, when the pandemic started and the lines were like really long outside all the gun stores, and I'm thinking, what do these people know that I don't know? Like, what's about to fucking go down? But every scenario I run through in my head does not end well. It's not like it's not like oh, the shit goes down, I've got my gun and we can fight our way out of the city or something.
Right.
Like, you know, anyone who's coming to your house, once you've killed them, like, now what? Now what,
Right.
guy?
Like, best case scenario is you've got a dead guy in your house bleeding all over your hallway or all over your bedroom. Like, where do you go from there? Like,
I'd kill myself.
Yeah. I mean,
So much cleaning.
Yeah,
I know that I
big
was thinking the
mess,
same
big
thing. Like,
mess.
what?
Mm.
I guess OxyClean.
Yeah.
Need a
Get
lot
it
of
out.
Folex.
I don't
Oh,
know if you
yes.
have Folex. Yeah.
I
Cleans
have
up a
Folex.
lot of blood.
Wait,
Folex is
hold on.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What?
you guys don't have giant plastic tubs full of acid to dissolve bodies in your garage?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I
and
use
got
my
one of
hot
those.
tub
course
for
you do.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend Steve taught me.
Smart.
Allie,
It's a
are you
Bannon
still?
joke.
Yes.
Are you? I liked it. Are you still loving
it.
Maine?
I love it. I love it so much. It's a great, great place to live. Makes me really happy.
You know, I was all about. I think I talked to you last time because I had my dreams of Rhode Island, and I feel like
Yes.
I've kind of abandoned them.
I feel like they were just high after you had a guest from Rhode Island
I
and you
did.
rode that for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
a fair weathered New England person.
yeah, I get it.
So
I get
don't
it.
know.
But
That's an
talk to me again in
oxymoron.
the fall. You'll love it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the thing
you know.
about Maine that's tough is that it can get very hot and humid, but
Mhm.
you can never go in the ocean.
Why?
Really? Because it's too cold?
It's too cold.
Yeah. I get that.
Have you been
That's
in the
why-
ocean?
I haven't. I live on the ocean.
Yeah.
But it's mostly about lakes here. You just go to the lakes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you been in a lake this summer?
Yes.
Wow.
I haven't. Who am I kidding? No. I've been on boats so far, but I'm not putting on a bathing suit. No one needs to see that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. Speaking
Well,
of,
don't forget, you're not in LA. You're in Maine.
that's
You-
true.
you-
I'd be
yeah.
like
Yeah.
a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Thank you.
Allie, you're a 10.
I think
That's
you're
funny.
beautiful, Allie.
Oh, Greg, thank you.
Okay, this is non-relatable, but I'm going to, or maybe it is. I'm going to share it anyway. I need everyone's opinion on this. Okay, so on Saturday morning, there was a little meetup at Elliot's. Elliot's going to be a kindergartner, and we had a little meetup at the playground at his school for incoming kindergartners. And I keep saying incoming freshman. He's not going to be a freshman. He's going to be a kindergartner. And there were multiple meltdowns. We were like 45 minutes late. It's 1,000 degrees in Burbank. And I just put on I barely put on a bra. I couldn't have looked worse because I'm like, it's just kids. Who cares? You know, we're going to be there for less than an hour and I do not need to. And plus in general, I pretty much only look presentable from the waist up for this show. So we walk in and I hear Alison and I turn and, a woman introduces herself to me. And it's this woman who's very nice. And she's an exec on, there's 2 TV projects that I tried to sell. And she was the exec on the most recent one, which was years ago. But it turns out that, and she and I have kept in touch. And it turns out that her child is going to be in my son's, incoming class. And I didn't realize that. And it was like so great to see her, blah, blah, blah. But she was on her way out. But as soon as she left, I was just like thinking about, oh my God, how I look. And and it took me a second to realize it was her because of like this context thing. And I was saying to Daniel, and then he's like, that's why some women in LA like never leave the house without being put together.
Pass. Get the fuck out of here.
Should I be one of those people?
No.
Like you would.
What'd you say, Daniel?
Like you would.
Well,
I mean,
I'd have to get my makeup tattooed on. Should I get my makeup tattooed on? I guess is what I'm asking.
Time saver.
sure.
Should I get an Alison mask made that I can just strap onto my face?
Strap on Alison Rosen mask. Those could go for big bucks, number one. When I did the news in LA for many years,
Yeah.
and then I would go out without makeup on, Yeah, did I look like a fetus? Sure. Blonde eyelashes. I have like no eyebrows. I look like a fetus, and people would say, "Oh, you kind of look like the girl on the news." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Wow, that's sad." But it's crazy in LA. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine anymore because I wear Crocs now. So who do I care? Who do I care? I don't even speak English.
Who do I care?
Who do I care?
Who couldn't I care less about? Oh, no, that was a sentence. But you know what I meant.
It is unfair because men look at me. I haven't shaved in 4 days. I'm pasty-faced. The lighting sucks in here, and it doesn't matter. Right. Whereas women really are so judged by their appearance. It's like I can't imagine all the time it takes. I'm very proud of the fact that I wouldn't know which Kardashian is which if I was punching her in the face. There's no ability to distinguish. And then my daughter made me watch the first episode of the new one on Netflix, the Kardashian show. I'm now on episode 4.
It's that
can't
good?
stop.
No.
Can't stop. But it's all they do is get makeup put on and get their hair done. Literally, in 50% of the scenes, somebody's getting their makeup done as they're talking. It's all they do.
Wow.
I feel like we need to do a segment on Childish where you recap the Kardashians.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean, we don't talk about children. Why start now? Do you have a favorite yet?
Yeah, Chloe.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's the one that seems the most sort of not affected by all the, showbiz and social media and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which one is Chloe? Is she the oldest one?
Yeah.
Or the biggest one?
Isn't she the oldest one?
No, that's Courtney.
The tallest one.
She's the
Courtney.
tallest one who has a whole new face. Well, they all have whole new faces, but
Oh, maybe I'm naming the wrong one. No, I like the oldest one.
that's Courtney.
The one that's with Travis Barker?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Courtney.
Wait, Courtney is not the tall one.
The tall one is Chloe.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I'm out again. I'm already
I hate
out.
the show again.
Yeah.
Listen, all of you guys need to take a nap, but don't let that affect your energy level. Look, warm weather is here, and for me, that means hot, sleepless nights. I recently found a way to stay cool at night, so I don't wake up all sweaty and sticky. Since I started using Miracle Brand's self-cooling bed sheets, I stay comfortable all night long. Using silver-infused fabrics originally developed by NASA, Miracle Brand sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with natural silver that prevent 99.9% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands. The sheets use a premium 500 thread count sateen weave that's made with USA grown Supima cotton, which is one of the highest quality cottons in the world. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Daniel, Greg, Allie, Jeff, I just wanted to accuse all of you listeners. Clean sheets mean less bacteria to clog your pores and fewer breakouts and other skin problems. Go to trymiracle.com/bestfriend to try it today. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Be sure to use our promo code bestfriend at checkout to save 40% and get 3 free towels. And Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Brand. Go to trymiracle.com/bestfriend and use the code bestfriend to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/bestfriend. Thank you, Miracle Brand, for sponsoring this episode. And I also want to talk to you guys about Little Spoon. Little Spoon is a one-stop shop for healthy, easy mealtime and snack time for your baby, toddler, and big kid delivered right to your door. Little Spoon makes healthy mealtime easy at every stage, saving hours in your week and all at a reasonable price. They're also the most flexible company. You can pause, modify, cancel, or skip anytime. Most of the baby and the kids' food at the grocery stores is heavily processed and often on the shelf longer than your little one has even been in this world. It's not cool, and it's not the quality nutrition our kids deserve. Little Spoon makes everything fresh and uses absolutely nothing artificial. It's just like homemade, all delivered to your door and ready in seconds. seconds. Pop your meals in the fridge or freezer and use them when you're ready. It's that easy. Little Spoon makes 100% organic cold-pressed baby food for every eating stage, has a toddler and kids food line that takes you through the weaning stage and into the big kid years, and just launched a line of on-the-go smoothies. We brought these with us to Descanso. It was perfect to have in the diaper bag. And now every time we go to Descanso, the kids want them. They have associated them with Descanso, which is fine. It's great. But that's how good they are, that they are now a requirement. They're that good. All of their recipes taste absolutely delicious, are nutritionally balanced and free of junk, helping to set your little one up for a lifetime of health. Seriously, I tried it. It's legit. It tastes great. My kids are eating better than me. And the best part is the price is right. With kids meals under $5 and baby food and smoothie snacks under $3, it makes trying Little Spoon easy. Start the year fresh with Little Spoon. Get 50% off your first order with the code BESTFRIEND at checkout. Again, 50% off your first order with the code BESTFRIEND at checkout. Enter code BESTFRIEND at checkout to get 50% off your first Little Spoon order. Okay. Did you find a record, Greg?
I didn't realize that somebody had 9 kids at one birth. Huh.
They had 9 tuplets?
9 tuplets, yeah.
Nonce tuplets?
Well, there were the octuplets, remember, here in the U.S.
Octomom, right?
Octomom, and she already had 6 kids before she had the octuplets.
Oh, God.
That's just too many children.
God.
It's just too many. Let's do... I have something we have to do, but first I have to talk about, it's hot in here, and I have to talk about my own personal hell, and I just need to know if anyone has any advice. And I know that there's a lot going on in the world, but for me, this is pretty bad. Last night I went to wash my favorite pair of around the house pants. I mean, I would call them sweatpants, but they're not sweatpants. They're more like yoga pants. That I don't do yoga. I went once. It wasn't for me. Anyway, sorry, Greg. I know you're into it, right? You do yoga on the beach, right?
Sunday mornings.
Anyway.
Just me and 900 homeless people and down dogs. Somebody stole, a few weeks ago, a homeless guy stole a woman's Uggs. You know, she wore her Uggs to yoga, and they were sitting there. He took them, and he started running down the boardwalk. And she was chasing him in her yoga pants.
That's such an amazing mental picture.
I feel like he needs them more than she does. They were her yoga. They're probably her yoga Uggs.
Yeah.
I feel like
really. I love when the West Side's kind of idealistic liberal take crashes head on into somebody stealing your Uggs while you're doing yoga.
Yeah.
I miss Venice.
I do too. Greg, I called in to Sunday Papers, not intentionally. Did I make the cut? Was I in the episode, or did you cut me out?
Hell yeah, you made the cut.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
I like a guest appearance.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go to wash my favorite pants last night, take them out of the dryer this morning, put them on, and all morning something has been itching my back left side. And I keep inspecting the pants, and I can't find it. Put them back on, take a few steps. Something's itching me. Look at the pants. Can't find it. And I know it sounds completely insane, and who cares, but it's driving me insane. What do I do?
Up your butt? Does it feel like a prickly something is
yes.
scratching your...
And I'm like, do I have a bug bite? But I swear it's the pants causing this issue.
Is there maybe a wool sock that got stuck inside the pants during the drying cycle?
No, it's nothing. I feel like it's like there's probably like a tiny. You know what I have to do? I'm gonna have to get like a magnifying glass or something. I feel like there's like a tiny little pokey thread that is tickling my back or something.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for helping me solve this.
It's good podcasting. Good podcasting. I'm glad I didn't go to the beach today.
It's my fault, guys. I told her this was one of my
day.
favorite stories, and so she wanted to tell it again.
All right. Let's do some Just Me or Everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
It's
All right.
time for Just Me or Everyone.
This is where People write in with things they think or do, and they wonder, is it just me? Is it everyone? And I believe that you guys have some just me or everyone's, perhaps. Allie, do you have one?
I do, but I also realize it's just people with OCD that have this.
Oh, that's many of them. That's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I only have 2 rooms in this house with carpet. And boy, do I love it. Because I love to vacuum and get the lines all matched up. It means everything to me. To the point where if I have friends over and it's their first time in my house, I stop them at the door and I just go, and that's the guest bedroom. And I don't let them walk in because they'll get their feet marks on the carpet and screw everything up. And then earlier today, I had a window open in the guest bedroom. It's been open for a couple days now. It's pouring rain. It's coming down sideways. I have to walk in there and close the window, right?
Oh, no, yes. I mean, is it coming in the room?
I don't know, because I wouldn't go.
Oh.
I didn't want to screw it up. My whole room could be
You don't want to get croc
underwater.
prints.
I didn't want to get the little feet mark going up to the window. It will take me approximately 1 minute to re-vacuum that area. But I feel like if I go and re-vacuum that area, then it looks newer lines than the rest of the areas. So I have to do all of them.
Yeah. When's the last time you vacuumed it?
3 days ago.
Have you considered a Bissell sweeper? One of those unpowered things? Because then that way you could just whip it out there. You know that everything's already clean, but you go through that and you can just really quickly get all the lines nice.
Thank you for asking, Jeff. I have one and it's a totally different line. It's not as deep and I don't like it. Yeah. Yeah. Because the actual vacuum, it's like this big and it's deep lines. Bissell, not as deep and smaller.
Are we talking Dyson? What kind of vacuum is leaving these lines?
Oh no, I've got a couple vacuums. One just for upstairs because I have rugs upstairs. I love to vacuum, you guys. Why am I
Very
single?
satisfying.
Have you considered a network of rope swings? You could like Tarzan your way, across the room.
Don't joke. That would be incredible.
Cirque du Soleil.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was good. I liked it. Yeah, so that's just me or most cuckoo people.
So do you have OCD?
More so lately, to the point where I know I need to be medicated because there are things that are affecting my daily life. It's not just like, oh, did I flip the light switch on? It's stuff that is like up here that I can't stop and it's ruining my days.
Right.
It's
Now,
going good.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous with the you're single and you've got a 2-story house.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Loaded.
Really? Are you renting or did you buy the house?
No, I bought it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I know.
It's Maine.
So it's Maine. It's Maine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
This
not
house,
Maine. I don't know.
Yeah, this house in LA would not be what I paid for it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And you got a tree with lights on it. I love that.
Yeah.
That's my birch tree that is always in my office. And then I just switch out the ornaments for whatever time of year it is. Because again, very normal.
I love that.
Thank you.
I mean, look, I am not mentally well. So so don't take any, so when I say this, don't take it the wrong way. I'm a little nervous about poking at what's going on because I don't want it to be like a house of cards. But you say you love vacuuming and yet you're going out of your way to not re-vacuum.
Just not re-vacuuming that area because I know I can't just vacuum that area. So it's one step away from vacuuming the whole room.
Right. But if you love vacuuming, wouldn't you want to re-vacuum the whole room? I don't mean to put you on the stand here. I'm not
so
trying to
this
litigate.
segment is we say something that we're kind of vulnerable about.
And then she picks it apart and then we cry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Way
great.
to go, Allison.
That's not what I intend it to be. I guess it's turned into that.
The
Look,
original name of this segment was Shame Just Me or Everyone. So, but this
Yeah.
is shorter, more catchy.
I don't know what's gotten into me. Look, we're doing the show a little bit earlier. This is my look.
It's that ass cheek of yours. It's just
Yeah.
I'm paying it forward.
Yeah, it's up all of our butts now. I have to say, Allie, I get it. I used to be a professional custodial maintenance engineer, and I had access to industrial strength vacuum cleaners. One was like a lawnmower. It was like a push lawnmower. It was huge.
Yeah.
And it was so fun and so satisfying to use. And I think what you're getting at is that you enjoy vacuuming, but you don't want to see the kind of perfection of the little patterns spoiled.
Right.
So it's not that Alison is thinking, oh, well, it getting spoiled is an opportunity for you to vacuum again, but
Oh,
it's
no.
not really about the vacuuming.
It's
about
about
like,
the lining up of
it
the
looking
lines.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I hear it.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine if I had one of those industrial big vacuums and then going to this. It's like if you have like a Hitachi vibrator, you don't go to, right? Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It really ruined
Yeah.
consumer cleaning products for me. It made it very
Oh
difficult.
man, it's upsetting.
It's like how Daniel, before me, he dated a costumer. So we have a clothing steamer in our bathroom because he won't use an
Wow.
iron. He only steams his clothes.
That's classy
It's
though.
the way to go.
Right? You just hang it up there, then you're just like,
Yeah.
ooh, doing that.
So
That
much
is
better than ironing.
I
Yeah.
love the extraneous detail that he used to date a customer. Like, not necessary to share that, but it's
She's
clearly
the
on
only
your
one
mind.
that has it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how he was introduced. Also, she had gigantic boobs, and he didn't tell me
Hey.
that.
Wow.
Doesn't it seem like something that someone should tell you? I guess how would it come up?
But
It was
definitely
hard
get
for
a
her to
steamer.
steam because she's like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Or maybe because he
Figured
was
it out.
drooling when he would tell you about her, so you would just know.
What did you say, Daniel?
I just said definitely get a steamer. Your clothes won't be ruined by the iron. It's
I love a
easier.
steamer.
It's,
I have a travel steamer too. Do you take one when you
great.
travel? A little handheld?
When I've needed one traveling, the only time I've ever needed one, the hotel had one, and so
Wow.
But yeah, they do have the travel ones. That's a good way to go.
Yeah,
'Cause
they're
then
great.
You can get the wrinkles out of your suit if you're wearing a suit.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah,
But
they
also-
fold right up. They're great.
It's great.
So, Allie, could you maybe find a solution or some joy out of what Alison is saying, which is find a way that you can use this as an opportunity to enjoy redoing the lines when they get messed up? Say, like, this is an opportunity for me to get to do this again, and then I'll sit back and enjoy it. Or you just don't want it messed up at all.
I don't want it messed up, but I also will be thinking about it until I do fix it. That's the
Right.
problem. Like if I have friends over and they want to check out these different rooms and walk in, then for the rest of the night, I'm like, little foot marks all over those carpets.
How many friends do you have in this new place? You moved to a new place and all of a sudden you've got tons of friends? How do you do it?
I am just really lucky that I moved to a pretty social area and I've got great neighbors and I luckily have friends that want to visit Maine. So I've had some good friends come to visit and then I've made lovely friends. Yeah.
Allie,
Upside
I
down.
guess-
I love that that's so hard to believe, Craig. It's like, how'd you do it?
The upside down
yeah.
pineapple on your porch really
When
opens a lot of
Right.
doors.
It helped a lot.
I just picture somebody moves to Maine and it's like Olive Kittredge. You know, you're just like in a small town where nobody talks to anybody except behind their back.
That's the opposite of Maine. Maine is like a Hallmark movie where I literally go into the hardware store and I'm like, gonna meet him. Here he is. He obviously makes log homes and he's trying to save Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Daniel, we have to
Awesome.
go
Allie,
there. It sounds adorable.
Yeah.
The solution to your carpet problem is cardboard. Put cardboard, undo the
Oh, that's a
boxes,
good
put
idea.
cardboard all over for little pathways.
Right.
You won't get
Okay.
the footprints, and you'll have a
No
lovely
footprints, but
carpet
it
covered with
might leave
cardboard.
little. Yeah, it would be better just to leave a little indentation than a
would just-
footprint.
Right.
Then
Yeah.
you
No, I
truly
got
enjoy
it.
your home.
I got it.
Yeah.
Rollerblades. People have to wear rollerblades and they have to go in the direction.
Lines.
Yes.
Yes.
Stay in your lane. And you put on
Okay.
you put on some music from like Fantasia and and that's how people get through the room.
It's kind of awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Zip lines.
Perfect. Perfect. Greg, what is yours?
Jews,
Control
No.
the media.
they control the media.
Everyone. Literally everyone.
Is it just me, or do you find? And I hope I don't misunderstand what this segment really is, but I thought it was just maybe an observation that you had. Right?
That
It's
works,
an
too.
observation.
That's fine too.
And I've noticed, and especially flying, you see so many different types of religious garb, and that it's sort of like it's almost a competition among the religious that I believe more, and I can prove it because look how crazy my outfit is. And the more you believe, the crazier you're out. Like your basic Jewish man. Okay, maybe Daniel, you wear a yarmulke once in a while.
He's not
Not Jewish.
Jewish.
Oh, you're not.
Mm-mm.
No.
But I do.
Interesting.
Yes, the answer is yes.
But you do sometimes.
He loves
Alison
yarmulke.
demands it.
Dog.
Allison demands it. It's weird. I don't want to talk about it too much. She also makes me wear those big, like, cylindrical furry hats. I don't know what that's about.
No,
either.
but that's my point. That guy believes more than yarmulke guy. He is committing
So there's
more.
levels. So there's like
There's
Hasidic,
levels.
and then so you're just
and the
going
curls.
Okay,
And,
okay.
and it's not just Jewish. There's also then you got the guy with the orange robe and the and the ponytail, bald except for the pony. Like that guy can look at the Jewish guy with the fur hat and be like, "You think you're committed? No, I believe more than you do." You know?
Yeah.
And then a nun with her habit. She's like, "Boom, bitches."
Boom, bitches. This is a
Yeah.
burqa with a skylight. This is just as intense as a burqa.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, heaven is a costume party, and you're only let in if you have the most elaborate costume.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
The rest of us, you can't get in.
I think
And then
that's
you got-
everyone.
That's why I don't
that's-
really buy like the guys you see on TV, the Christians with the mega churches, and they're wearing suits.
Fuck
with
outta
like a
here.
Ms.
Fuck is that?
Jackson, if you're nasty headset. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that? They should have some elaborate get-ups.
They
At least the fundamentalist Mormons have the decency to dress like pioneers.
Oh, do
you know?
they?
Oh yeah, they have
Oh,
all those
that's
crazy
good.
like pioneer
They're like
outfits.
prairie outfits. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of those dresses at Target right now too. Have you
Very
noticed that?
trendy. Very trendy.
Yes. Yeah.
The pioneer
She
dress.
says with her shoulder weird things.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Mhm. I noticed that.
Yeah. I did just now.
Yeah, I think that's a solid observation.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Wit Yao says, it's only after I spend 30 minutes typing up a response that I decide it's not worth arguing about and delete it all. Just mirror everyone. I do stuff like this, not on email, but on Twitter. I often find myself writing a response, and I won't send 30 minutes, but I'll write a response to like a trolley tweet, and then I'll just be like, what am I doing? And then I delete it. Sometimes I'll even post it and then delete it. Because I just think this is just going to now take over my day if I actually engage with this. So I try to back out. You guys?
Definitely. I've started to, before I send a tweet, I will ask myself, is this really contributing anything
Right.
to the conversation? And 9 times out of 10, it's not. So I'll just delete it.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in an argument with someone on text and then you're typing something out and then you realize it's doing those 3 dots for them and then you wait and then you're like, nope.
Yeah.
Just because they're like, what was she writing?
Oh,
And
no, I
you
haven't done it
really-
as a tactic.
Oh,
that's fun.
it's
That's evil.
good. It's really passive aggressive.
That's
Yeah.
evil.
Try
Yeah,
it.
you give them.
Yep.
Yeah, you give them digital blue balls.
Right.
I like it.
And then, or just respond with K at the end of that. And they're like, what was she typing for 10 minutes?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you just send a K. Boom.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
good.
it.
That's good.
Whew.
Here's one from me. The older I get, the less I can handle flavored lip balm. I don't know what happened, but suddenly I just have no tolerance for it.
Even the smell? You don't like the smell of it?
No, the smell is okay.
That's
should
what
have
I
clarified.
like.
I like the smell,
me
but the
too.
actual flavor of it. Like I ordered some creme brulee and wild cherry lip balm, and
Sure.
when my lips are feeling dry, if I put it on, I'm like, I wish I just put on unflavored, like Vaseline.
Maybe you
or
should try
something.
Peter North's new brand, the pineapple lip balm.
I feel like it's probably a little salty.
It's salty and it's very hard to. You have to peel it off
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Here's a Gen X thing. Do you remember those lip balms that came in the flat rectangular container and you'd slide
Yes.
the top?
Oh,
Weren't those lip
finger?
smackers?
Yeah.
those were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were good. Those and Bonnie Bell. Those were the jams.
Yes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed all of those. All right, let's do one more.
I
and
got
then we
one.
move on. Oh, you have one?
Mhm.
Okay, what's yours?
This is for parents.
Okay. Okay.
When you're reading a new ABC book, you know, where it's like A is for whatever, B is for whatever. I get excited about how is this author going to tackle the letter X?
Yeah.
Because it's like there's, you know, xylophone and what? Xerox?
X-ray?
Xenophobic.
But
Is that
xenophobe.
something your kid needs to know about?
For xenophobes, that's a great one.
Xerxes.
And some of them flub it, and some of them are very clever. And
Xenu.
Xenu.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so few X words. It's so true.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that might just be you though, Daniel.
Yeah.
Unless maybe some people will come out of the woodwork to let you know. If you're listening and you have it just me or everyone, tweet those to us at ARIYNBF with the hashtag JMO, JMOE. All right, let's tell some people off in a segment we call Hey, Go Fuck Yourself. Allie, would you like to give anyone the business?
Yeah. I want to give people on Instagram and TikTok specifically the business.
Really?
And these are people whose videos I go down the rabbit hole of, whether it's cleaning videos, whether it's hair videos, whether it's DIY videos. If you suck me in and you take me through a video where, let's say it's a hair video and they're like, look at this color correction I had to do. And they take you through 10 steps. And then at the end, they're like, check back for the final result.
Oh,
Fuck you. You put that final result in this. I have dedicated my time to you. And if you're like, ooh, clean with vinegar and salt and do this and then you don't show how sparkly that tub is, I hate you. Your DIY, oh, you had a big old gardening mishap that turned out to be a pool underneath. Then you don't show the pool.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
It
I feel
upsets
that
me
one
to
my
no
soul.
end. Like I
Yeah.
need to walk away from my phone at that point, because I don't know if you know, there's a lot of things happening in the world that I should definitely be madder at. But boy,
No, you need the money shot.
Right.
thank you.
Yes. Greg? Anything bothering you?
Hey, comic that I run into backstage at the Comedy Store when I'm looking at my notes and getting ready to go on and do new shit. And you go, hey, Greg, how you doing? And I go, hey. And then they go, you don't remember me. And I go, that's fucking right. And you know why I don't remember you? Because you weren't memorable. Don't flip it on me. Don't be passive aggressive and expect me to remember you did a 10-minute guest spot on a show in Philly 12 years ago. I don't fucking remember you because you haven't tried hard enough. You haven't been interesting enough and you didn't make an impression on me. Yeah, I don't remember you. Get the fuck out of my face and go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, it's awesome.
That was so
That was really
good.
good.
Thank you.
I wish you knew his name.
It was
You should
me.
have tried harder. You know what? I have one that's
It was
actually
me, but I was wearing a mask, so I don't take it personally.
I have one that is similar to Allie's, and I don't know if it doesn't inspire. Well, it actually does inspire some misplaced rage in me, and it's kind of a me problem. But when I am watching a TikTok video and they're like, here's 5, things that blah, 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 or 10 things that I didn't repurchase, I just want the list. I don't want like, here's, let's say it's 5 pens. This pen, 5 great pens. This one. And then they go into like 2 paragraphs about this one. I don't want the paragraphs. I just want the list. I don't need the commentary.
TikToks are too long for you.
Sadly, they are. If I need, and it's funny because I couldn't be more long-winded myself and I don't get to the point ever. Maybe it's because I see myself in there. However, people who don't just get to the point, other people who don't just get to the point in your TikToks.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
That's right.
Aggressive show.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes it has to be.
Jesus.
Anyone else have any?
Yeah.
Did you say
I
you
was
have
gonna
one?
do. I was gonna do one for the. We went to frozen yogurt. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
was Owen's first time at frozen yogurt.
Oh,
2-year-old.
And he was just in heaven. You get to the part where you're putting the toppings on, and there's just like a wall of candy, and his mind was sitting there just blown. And then this fucking asshole who I think works for the Anaheim Angels organization, based on his hat and his license plate, comes in and just barges in front of a 3-year-old to start scooping this. It's like, motherfucker. So I was going to do that, but I got a better one. And
I
that
think
is,
you just did it though, didn't you?
well, you can table that one.
Okay.
Obit writers who do not include the cause of death.
Oh.
You can all go fuck yourself. It's
Yeah.
all I care about. I don't care about the philanthropic work and how much their loved ones love them and they're gonna miss them. Boo-hoo. I don't care about where they went to school or whatever. I just want to know how they died. That's
AIDS.
it. Just whatever. Just start.
It's either,
yes,
it's
that's
either
how it should
AIDS
be.
or autoerotic asphyxiation.
Great.
If they
That's how
don't say
every
it?
obit should
Yeah.
be. Every obit should be.
Okay.
We should standardize it. It's like, Joe Smith, 54, AIDS, and then get into it.
Yeah.
Sally Neubauer, what about cancer? Blah 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 blah. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Boom. Like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Get to it. It's
Yeah,
all I care
it
about.
is, especially in the early days of COVID. That's what everyone wanted to know. Was it
There's-
COVID?
There's so many
Yeah.
people who have passed away. All right. Use a politically correct term. And I have no idea how they did it. What happened? Who knows? Who knows?
And-
They just vanished from the earth.
And also, there are some people that are friends of friends who vanished from the earth. And I feel like almost like a weird ghoul for being hung
Yes.
up on wanting to know how. And so I'm just like, I guess I just won't know
Yeah.
because it
it's all
feels
this-
morbid to want to know, but it also feels very human to want to know.
Yeah, there's all this judgment about it, like, oh, they deserve their privacy. Privacy. You don't get privacy after you die. You're dead.
Well,
no, it's all open. Everything's open. 'Cause
Open
you're dead.
casket.
What are you gonna care about someone knowing your shit after you die? You don't care. You're dead. So
would like a little private.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
I don't know. I hereby say to the world that you can find out how I died. I don't need it to be some damn secret.
I'm just trying to think after I die if I want any of my weird shit kept private. Maybe a little bit.
Well,
Do you have
I don't
journals?
be death by bear, so I'm ready.
Do you have diaries and journals that people will find that have things in them you wouldn't want them to read?
Me?
Burn them now.
I think
Go
I
screen shit.
exposed all of mine on Explosive Diary.
Right,
I'm
right.
childish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were some good segments.
That was a good segment.
Thanks, everyone. I think it is now time to say hello and welcome to our new patrons.
Alison wants to say thank you to a couple of special people out there who signed up to be new patrons. Patreon.com/AlisonRosen.
Patreon. All right, listen, an influx of new patrons, which I could not be more excited about. So in the interest of time, I'm going to break this into 2 lists. So if you don't hear if you don't get your shout out this week, you're going to hear it next week. So do not fret. Hello and welcome to Shonda Jackson. She is at the texting level. Hello and welcome to Kathy Lowry, to Ann Lastinger, who is at the signed up for an annual subscription and increased to the texting level, to Paulina Kramer, to Leslie Riley, to Jen Elsner, to Katie Bureau, who's at the texting level, to Ivan Garcia, to Gabrielle Fonseca, to Elizaveta Ramnarine, to Sarah Parks, who increased to texting level, to Rihanna Michelle, to Megan Riley, to Eugenia, and to Amanda Keel. Again, everyone else, I will read your names next week. Hello and welcome and thank you. Patreon.com.
Basserpoo.
/ Alison Rosen. Okay. With our
I feel
remaining...
like my just mere everyone should have been, when you hear the last name Jackson, why doesn't everyone go, ooh, like I did right then and realized I am so alone.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
me.
why.
Yep.
That's why.
Someone else is going to write in.
All right.
You know what? I feel like I can bust through the... No, I'm going to say... I'm going to... Like with my kids where I say something and then I go back on it and I realize that's not good parenting. You got to stick with it. I said I was dividing this list in 2. And even though I think that I could bust through it in this episode, I'm going to save it till the next one. I think we have time to do a quick... Who knows Alison best quiz. Now, typically I have a guest do
I gotta go.
I have a guest.
I got another call.
Do a who knows them best quiz. But I didn't want to burden you guys with making someone write a quiz. So I was like, it's been a long time since I've done a who knows Alison best quiz. And the challenge for me in writing this quiz was how do I make it fair and not give Daniel the edge? Because obviously he lives with me. And has children with me and is married to me. So, which is a gift or a curse, I don't know. So anyway, I have put together a quiz of things which I believe are things which I have over the years probably mentioned on the show. So longtime listeners should be able to figure this out, but I don't think any of you guys necessarily will know. So who among you guys knows me best? It's a multiple choice quiz. Okay. As a young atheist, I tried to invent a religion and will myself to believe in it. Was the central deity named A, Queen Koala, B, Father Duck, C, the all-powerful duck, D, King Koala? Let me know if you need me to read those again. And just put your hand up when you have your answer. All right. Looks like we have some answers. Allie, what do you think?
I'm going to go all-powerful duck.
Okay. Greg?
All-powerful duck. C.
All right. Jeff?
Also C.
Daniel?
I was thinking Father Duck.
Okay. I'm sorry. None of you are correct.
Wow.
The answer is King Koala.
Oh, he's a good rapper, too.
All right. I just got to keep score here. So far, no one has any points. Wonderful. Okay. Number 2. When I was a child, I saw a horror movie at a slumber party that scared me for years. Was it A, Poltergeist, B, The Exorcist, C, Sybil, D, Nightmare on Elm Street?
Oh.
Poltergeist, Exorcist, Sybil, or Nightmare on Elm Street? Hand up in the air when you have your answer. Okay. Allie, what do you think?
I feel like timing-wise and child age-wise, it's Freddy Krueger, and it's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. Greg, what do you think?
Uh-oh.
I'm
Greg?
also going to say Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. Jeff, what do you think?
I'm going to say Sybil, just because it's time-wise, I don't think it fits, but it's a little bit of an outlier.
All right. Daniel, what do you think?
I'm going to go with B, Exorcist.
Okay, Daniel is correct.
Mm.
He might have the husband edge on that one.
I may have.
I suspect he does. Now,
Okay.
Is that because during a fight she screamed, "Your mother sucks cock in hell"?
It's like, where did you get that?
but I did see Sybil in my high school psychology class, and it did disturb me greatly and traumatize me deeply for years. So that
Hold
was
your
a
water,
bit of
Sybil.
a trick.
16 personalities.
What'd you say?
She had 16 personalities.
Yeah. Later, that was debunked as not a true story, but at the time, it was sold as a true story.
I'm just trying to get one personality going.
Yeah. Any day now. Okay, 3. I mispronounced all of the following words except which. So I said, and over Zoom, this will be fun, the word mitten as midden, so the T as D's, mitten as midden, bra as brawl, exercise as extercise, or spaghetti as paschetti. Let me know if you guys need those again.
This is on your show?
No, sorry. Also fair. No, this is when I was a child.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when you were a child.
Yeah, sorry.
What?
All right.
Sorry. Let me rephrase. As a child, I mispronounced all of the following. Mitten as midden, bra as brawl, exercise as exercise, or spaghetti as paschetti. Which one is not something that I said regularly?
So you said 3 of those regularly.
Yes.
One you didn't. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allie, what do you think?
Why is a kid talking about bras, you weirdo? Brawls.
Okay. Greg?
Biscotti.
Okay.
Biscotti.
Daniel?
Same, Biscotti.
Okay. Jeff?
Biscotti. 2 on the nose. Too easy.
You guys are correct. I did not say paschetti. Allie, I don't know why I was talking about brawls, but I was. Bras.
Wait, so who's right?
The men are right.
Oh.
Wait, so you never said paschetti?
I never said paschetti. I don't think I said paschetti, no.
Wow.
I said,
Owen pronounces watermelon water lemon.
yeah.
Aw.
And there's a kid in his class named Lennon that he calls Lemon.
Lemon.
Okay, so Greg has a point.
I had
Jeff has a point.
an
Daniel has 2
uncle.
points.
I had an uncle named Porter, and his wife was Penny, and I thought his name was Quarter.
There was a couple that we knew, and their names were Len and Heather, and behind their backs, we used to call them Hen and Leather.
Nice.
Okay.
Sounds like a shop in Brooklyn.
All right. Excuse me. Over the years, I have had a crush on all of the following personalities, movie stars, TV stars, except which one? So I have not had a crush on one of these. Which one is it? A, River Phoenix, B, Andrew McCarthy, C, Tom Cruise, D, Corky Nemec, who played Parker Lewis in Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Okay. Allie.
Tom Cruise.
Greg.
Tom Cruise.
Daniel.
It's my guess too. Tom Cruise.
Jeff.
I'm going to go with Corn Nemec.
Okay. Well, Allie, you're on the board. I've never liked
Finally.
Tom Cruise.
He doesn't exude any sexuality. There's no girl that's ever had a crush on Tom Cruise.
Is that true, Allie?
Feels right.
I never have, no.
Interesting.
No. Andrew McCarthy, though, oh, good Lord. Still.
Wait,
love.
wasn't Robin Short just talking about being in love with Tom Cruise and kissing a poster or something?
Really?
Was
Weeks
she?
ago?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think so.
My sense was that a lot of gals liked Tom Cruise.
I remember a woman named Rosie O'Donnell saying she had a crush on Tom Cruise.
Oh, this
which
is where
later
you're big.
turned out to be a
Yeah.
little bit wonky,
Mm.
as she in fact prefers Penelope Cruz.
Mm. We're gonna have to find out. Okay, listeners, do you find Tom Cruise? Yes. No, Jeff, you're right, because she was saying that she went to see the new Top Gun and her feelings about Tom Cruise came back.
Yeah, she was over him at a young age, and then
Yeah.
when she saw the new one, she backslid.
Let us know if you like Tom Cruise. Write in ariynbfshow@gmail.com. Okay. Or tweet us. Does someone have something to say? Because we have our last question. Now, Allie and Jeff have 1 point. Greg has 2 points. Daniel has 3 points. I do have a tiebreaker if we need it. Okay.
Oh, we're going to need it. We're going to fucking need it.
5. When I was 16, my parents, worried I was about to become sexually active, even though I wasn't, sent me to an awfully judgmental gynecologist who famously said, which of the following? And this is a bit of a visual. A. This is a visual. Unprotected sex. Just don't do it. B. Oral sex. Just don't do it. C. Premarital sex. Just don't do it. Or D. Anal sex. Just don't do it.
Oof.
Do you guys need those again? Oh my God. Everyone's finger just went up. Okay. Allie.
I feel like he was covering his bases and just said premarital.
Okay.
I feel like if he said don't have anal sex to a 15-year-old, maybe get a new gynecologist.
All right.
Focus on the front part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Up your butt.
Right.
Jeff, what do you think?
Boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with anal because that's the only one that really, I think, paints a very specific mental picture.
Okay. Greg, what do you think? Wait, hang on.
Door.
I gotta
door.
take a
Back
screenshot.
door
Hold
for the
that up.
tie, for the tie and the tiebreaker.
Hold that up again.
Anal.
Perfect. Okay. And Daniel, what do you think?
Up your butt. I recall this story being traumatic. So I'm going with anal, but look at my balls. I think it's possible he just said premarital too, like just covered all bases. So but I'm going to go with D, anal.
That's your final answer?
Oh, they can suck my nuts.
Okay. The correct answer is anal sex. Just don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I left there emotionally prepubescent. I was so like, he like scared the bejesus out of. I remember him being like, girls are coming in here with warts on their throat and it, you know, and like which was, by the way, like not even true. And something that would like, I remember literally the phrase, because it's funny, I just said bejesus, which is like a memory, like something was scarring the bejesus out of their stuff. He just scared the shit out of me about everything. And I left there and I'm like, I'm never having sex. Like, oh, it was so awful. Anyway. And now in this country, it's like he would fit in with what's happening in this country. I hope he's dead. Okay. Just for fun though, I feel we should do the tiebreaker.
I really feel like Daniel should have picked something besides anal on the final answer just to set up the possibility of a tie break.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about the show, Greg. You're right. Think like a producer.
Okay. I mean, part of me wants to say, do you know my middle name? But on the off chance that Daniel does,
I feel like I do. Why would I?
I don't know. You
I'm
might.
gonna write it down.
Oh, should we just do you know my... No. The question... Daniel, do you feel you know my... Without saying it, do you feel you know my middle name right now?
Yes.
You do? Okay. He forgot it when we went to the hospital when I was in labor, but that was a unique circumstance. Okay.
I know your middle name.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
My middle name is Michelle.
Oh.
Does
I
it
wrote
have...
down Denise.
I like that.
2 L's?
Okay. That was the question. Never mind.
Oh, were you?
You win. The question was, does it have 1 L or 2?
Well, I asked the question. That.
Oh, you
I didn't
asked?
know.
Damn it. Let me see if I can get another tiebreaker real fast.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come up with one. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm gonna. Oh boy.
You know there isn't a tie, right?
I know. I know. Okay, this is going to be a fill in the blank.
Okay.
So I don't know how this, and we'll just see spiritually who gets the closest, and I will determine it. Okay. Famously in Alison mythology and lore, my mother wrote my name in my underwear when I went to college. I had a crush on a guy. I left my underwear at his house. We were not hooking up. I had my period. I had an extra pair of underwear in my purse. It's a long story.
You look like you've been chowing box, man.
God. He and I would get together and play guitar. I had an issue of Guitar Player magazine. We would get together and like play the tablature. And I went back to college and I called his mom's house because that's where he lived. And I told her that I left something at his house. I was referring to my issue of Guitar Player magazine that famously had which song in it that we had been practicing together. But it's mortifying because I just called her and said I left something at his house. I needed to pick it up. And she must have thought, yeah, you skanky ho. It was your underwear.
And I'm available.
So anyway, the year was 1994. The year was 1994. What song, the tablature to what song were we getting together to practice?
I need a genre.
Alternative rock.
Touch the tushy, touch the tushy, tushy, touch the tushy, touch the tushy, tushy, touch the tushy.
This is a tough one.
I know. I'm trying to think. I could maybe give you guys
Fill in the blank was really making it hard there, sweetie.
arguably someone might say that it was a little bit of a one-hit wonder.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the lead singer passed away.
Oh,
How?
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm not playing. Just kidding. It's only them.
I want to let you play.
Oh.
You can too, yeah.
But it can't be any sort of one-hit wonder if it was Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't.
Unless in Alison's head, that was a one-hit. Nirvana.
Well, I think I gave too many hints for
You
Daniel,
did.
unfortunately.
Hmm.
Damn it.
But I'll go last.
Do you have a guess, Greg?
Is it Soundgarden? Was that the band?
No, but that's a really good guess. I shouldn't have given my hint. I have botched the end of this game.
You totally botched it.
I messed up. Daniel, do you know what it is?
No rain.
Yeah, it was Blind Melon's No Rain.
Blind.
Aw.
I gave it
What
away.
a sexy song to be playing.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah.
Jesus, that would give me my period too. Song.
You guys, this could not have been more fun. I guess it's good to know Daniel knows me best.
Is it?
I was hoping for a different outcome because that'd be, more newsworthy, but still.
And I learned that Daniel's not Jewish today.
Yeah. I know people always
Very
think
exciting.
they assume he is because of my 98% or 100, whatever percent I am at this point. But yeah, he's not. Greg, where can we find you, etc.?
You can find me in Venice Beach this summer, baby. Hanging out on the sand, riding some waves, checking out some chicks. Woo!
Rocking some stolen Uggs.
Just check out the podcast, Fitzdog Radio and Sunday Papers. Otherwise, all love to Allah.
But also childish.
Yeah.
Childish.
Oh yeah,
Have you heard of that show?
we're on it.
I actually was. That's what I was thinking. I felt like we're on Childish, so I didn't plug it.
Oh yeah. Sure. And also we have a show together. If you enjoyed this, it's called Childish. It comes out, Allie, what about you?
You can find me on Patreon with a nice gentleman that I used to do mornings with on K-Rock named Bean. And the show is just Allie and Bean, a cup of tea and a chat. Because he was in London, but now he's moving to New Orleans. It's a whole thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I don't know if we have to change it to like a cup of tea and
A beignet.
Wait, I
A
thought he
lot
lived
of-
in New
yeah.
Orleans.
He did, but then he moved to London
Oh.
in 2017, and now he's moving back to New Orleans in a couple months. Just announced. Yeah. We're all over the map. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Great. And so we're at patreon.com, Allie and Bean.
Yeah.
Great.
I've got to be better at promoting this.
Well,
But yes.
Okay. And wait, do I do Jeff or Daniel first? I don't know anymore. Jeff, what about you?
You got to do Daniel first. He's your husband. He knows you best.
I guess. I mean, oftentimes
guess.
okay. Jeff, Daniel.
Wow. Decisive.
Daniel.
Yeah, you can find me at Daniel Quantz on Twitter and Instagram.
Dequants on the Snappy.
Oh,
You know,
God.
it's a very exciting place. Those two places. Full
Jeff.
of opinions.
You can find me at Colonel Jeff Fox on Twitter. And if you want to check out a political podcast, try The Axe Files with David Axelrod from the University of Chicago and CNN Audio. This week, David's guest is America's sweetheart, Kellyanne Conway.
Oh. Wow. Listen, you guys, if you like what you're hearing, or even if you don't, make sure you're subscribed, tell your friends, make sure you're following in whatever app. Leave us nice comments. We read them on the show. Listen to my other podcasts, the aforementioned Childish and Upwardly Weekly, which comes out on Saturdays. I already mentioned my Patreon. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Alison Rosen. My guest this Monday, the one that already came out, I had a one-on-one with Tony Thaxton from The Road. So check that out. And that's also on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. This was super fun. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show?